My last job, I was working as a maintenance technician with Panasonic Avionics. We pretty much worked with anything that's in-flight entertainment. Pretty much all the TV screens that you see on aircrafts, we fixed it. I started off right there, fixing TVs, fixing media, loading media. That was my last position, in short. But if you want to go in more detail, it's a completely different field from standard aviation maintenance. When you think about an aircraft mechanic, you're thinking about people who go under the engine, changing the engines or changing tires or fixing the seats. What I did was completely different. As far as in-flight entertainment, it's completely different from what I even learned in high school. What I learned in high school did not prepare me for the roles that I did subsequently after graduating from high school. So I started with aviation high school, and that high school pretty much we learned with high school curriculum. We did learn about aircraft maintenance. Now, when we graduated high school, we pretty much received 2 licenses called the airframe and the power plant license. These 2 licenses certified you to be an aircraft mechanic, prepared you for a workforce pretty much. As far as preparing you for college, if you were trying to go into aeronautical engineering, you had a basic understanding. Or if you were like going into any technical field, pretty much like mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, any sort of engineering fields, or even computer science, you did learn a basis. You had a basis for that. Because in aviation, what I learned was pretty much everything, you could say, like blue-collar jobs like plumbing, electrical work, woodwork, sheet metal work, composites and fibers, which is the latest structural parts. We also learned how engines work, even like if you wanted to be a car mechanic also, if you open up a car engine, I could pretty much show you like how the car engine works. Because even though I learned about aircraft engines, we pretty much still had the same principles behind the same thing. So what we learned, when I say aviation aircraft maintenance, it's pretty much that we learned everything as far as like regular maintenance in the technical field goes into, like just like I mentioned before, all the plumbing work, electrical work, all these we learned in aviation. So if you needed like your standard house fixing, if you call an aircraft mechanic, we may charge you less, but we'll still get you the work done. No, I did not go to college actually. I just went directly into the workforce. My first year, as a matter of fact, right after high school graduation, I stayed an extra year to get my second license, which is the power plant license. I got that in a 5th year program. While doing that, I did an internship with Thales in-flight entertainment. Thales in the European part of the world pretty much deals with defense and all, but in the United States part, Thales actually supplies in-flight entertainment, TV screens, and also like everything that system requires, like servers and all such. Pretty much I worked there for about 8 months as an intern. That's where I actually got into the field of in-flight entertainment, which is a completely different field when we compare aircraft maintenance. Because true, it is electrical, but did we use multimeters and like voltmeters and ammeters on a daily basis? No, we absolutely did not, because the system in itself had like self-diagnostic tools. And the system in itself, like when I say the system, you could pretty much say it was like a PC or a computer in itself with like multiple monitors, and each monitor served a different function. That's about it. My advice, pretty much, don't count on the aviation industry to be stable, because every so often, whenever the economy is going down, the aviation industry will face trouble, because aviation, let's be real, it's not a necessity. It's just a luxury that people, especially in the passenger airline side, the airlines, for most people, if you're not a businessman, for most people, it's just a luxury. Airplanes are something that you use only when you want to go for a vacation. So whenever the economy is down, and especially times like this, like during COVID, or whenever there's an economic recession, you can expect a layoff. Pretty much, I kind of did expect with my situation per se. As soon as I heard like, okay, the aircraft, the flying is decreasing day by day, I knew for a fact layoff is coming. I just have to be prepared for like either a career change or like I will just have to wait it out for the aviation to rebound. But waiting for the rebound, you never know. Yeah, I mean, if you look at it, the 2008 recession, that went on for 4 years. If you're a young man, like 20-year-old, that's about 4 years. Like you're waiting until 2012 to come back. I mean, that's if you knew. If you're like a really technical person, I would say start building your own business as far as in like being a handyman. You could go into get a further license as far as going into standard house fixing stuff, as far as being an electrician or a plumber. They still earn a good amount of money. I'm not lying. I know plumbers who make six-figure wages. It is not a white-collar job. True, you may not have the status quo, but you are still getting the money you want. You will still live the lifestyle you want. Learning new skills, pretty much coding, programming. The recent news with Tesla and Google, they're going to hire freelance coders. Those who don't even have a college degree. You technically don't need a college degree to be a coder. So learn coding languages or programming languages if that's kind of your niche, or build your own hobby into like a business as well, like even photography, videography, those who are into that. Anyone who is studying and trying to get into this, hold on to those skills, because you still need those skills to those skills will help you succeed in life. It may not be useful in the aviation industry, but you never know. I once had a teacher who did not work on a single plane for his entire life. He was actually working on ships, and he taught me in aviation high school. But he did teach me everything that was related to aviation, but like he never touched a plane in in his entire lifetime.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now.